seem to make their way into like backgammon parlance so quickly, right? Like all the double falcon and things. This is just how everyone describes in the butterfly anchor. It just takes over. You've got a knack, I guess, for coming up with terms like that. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. How long does it take you to write one of those books?
Oh, my next.
How long did Back Checker Strategy take you to write?
It took me more than 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first, the title should be Game Plan.
Yeah.
But I found that the subject game should be.
Yeah.
I narrowed it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about back checkers. Of course, also back checkers is also a big topic, but
yeah,
I categorize the formation of back checker 5 groups.
Yeah. No, I think that's like a really useful way to do it here too. And we're kicking off, but yeah, I did notice that you could have called it a lot of different names, but you're thinking about game plan in terms of back checkers, right? And I think it's like, I don't know, it's a very useful thing that way. So,
yeah. For me, game plan is a bigger subject.
Yeah, of course. And we've had books on game plan and lots of theory about that, but few that are so clearly categorized around the back checker situation. I think that's super helpful. But here we go, we're starting. And Cüneyt, hit here, of course, too.
Ooh, very strong.
Yeah, pretty clear decision so far. Did he enter with double 5s here, too? Okay, very nice. What do we do? Do we hit on the 10 or do we make the ace?
Wow, yeah, we have 2 good options.
Yeah. Keeping the anchor is nice. Making the 3 doesn't look so nice, does it?
Okay, I reject making the ace point.
Yeah? Only 7 zone? We don't want to blitz, probably? Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
I would make the 3 point.
Oh, okay.
Is that strange?
It does feel strange to give up the 8 point. I think typically the 8 point is better than the 3 point if you're just comparing them asset to asset. So I'm not sure why I would want to, for the same strategy ideas.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
The 8 point is.
I think so. If I was going to compare them, I would go 5, 7, 4, 8, 3, 9, and just kind of as they go out, they're roughly similar. Yeah. But he chooses to hit on the 10. I like that. I think it was the XG preferred play here too. And okay, so we're entering with an ace and we have a 6 up. I don't know if you noticed the dice rolls. Oh, cool. We have moved off the board now. This looks so cool. We're at such high tech.
High tech. Yeah, I love tech.
So the 6, I guess the 2 things that jump out are, does this warrant a tempo hit on the deuce, even though it's impure, or do we just jump out to the bar points for distraction, sort of? It's hard to hit there.
I only see jump out to the 18 point.
Yeah. Okay, 4, 5. I guess this often makes the ace point when we don't get to cover if it's available.
Yeah.
But we have the outfield hit. We have the bar point hit. We have so many options here.
Many options.
Yeah. I think because it doesn't leave any returns, I'm kind of tempted to just make the ace point.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, if we do this, do we double tiger here? And
Yeah. Wow. Wow. It's so hard. I would hit the outside.
You would go with the outside hit, okay. Yeah. It's like XG favors just pointing on the ace and not leaving all these inner board.
And it's the one and only choice.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah, very interesting. Only enters with 1, so he's happy with his play.
Oh, no.
4-1. Oh, just decision after decision. It's tempting to just cover the ace, but we can make the 5 point and leave it so we can go for a double tiger once we cover the 5 as well again. Keep it going, right?
Yeah, covering the ace point looks too weak.
Yeah, I think especially if you look at covering the ace point, then I think you have to reject making the bar point with it. They just don't work well together.
So I like this play.
Yeah, same. Yeah, we still have 9 in the zone, so reasonable blitz. Yeah, instead of I guess if we weren't going to double tiger, what would we do? We make the 4 point instead? I don't know. I'm struggling to find a good other candidate. Yeah. And look at that. 8-7, 5-1 actually is very close. Just cleaning up all your blots has value. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It feels like a very strange play to make. Yeah. I'd have trouble finding that one.
Yeah, it's hard for me to find this play.
Oh, I see Mochi asking for enlarged result sheets. I just got that posted, so we have something right now. We're still, of course, I mean, Wilson's going to produce something much nicer than paper taped to a door, but I have that right now. So anyone who's dying to see it, I can share that with. So
double four.
He enters with both. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess we want to unstack and make a better points. We could consider pointing on head, of course, but it strips the 6. It's just, I don't see the follow up there. Okay, and now he gets to hit in the outfield at the 4-5.
Finally.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, so the 5 must just have to come down, I think, to not break any structure.
Yeah.
Leave lots on board. Yeah. Interesting game so far.
It is. And 1-6 is not so comfortable.
No, I think it is just going to come around the bend so we don't create another blot. But it's not really where we want to place the checker.
4-3.
Yeah.
Finally, white made the 5 point.
That's a nice improvement.
It is.
Six, 5. So do we need to cover the blot or make an anchor?
Oh, this is interesting. So usually making the bar point anchor is so important.
Yeah.
But black leaves 2 blots.
Well, the blot on the 9 point isn't so scary because this is a concept that I picked up from your book. It's easier to see now that white doesn't want to release their anchor to hit so often. You know, I mean, they might do it here, but they have to give something up at least. But play B here does look kind of nice to just make the board not have the stranded checker on the 3. But you can be primed if you don't do this, right? So it feels like really reduced white's offensive options with this play. And we did roll the 5, the 5-6. So if we hit, either both out or coming around. Coming around looks actually safer here, I guess. Your opponent, if they get the opportunity to hit back from the bar, would prefer to do it from that heavy midpoint. And at least you'd be forcing them to give up the bar point anchor in general. Loose hits in board with the blot behind aren't so exciting.
So each choice are very hard.
Yeah.
It's like a PR killer.
Yeah. With the race close, though, I guess you can think about just running 24-13 as well. But that takes pressure off the back blot. So I think we have an opportunity here to do something more bold than that.
Yeah, hitting is a must. Wow.
Yeah, people asking. I posted a picture of the results, the preliminary results sheets. We haven't posted it or like taped to the door here. I posted that on the Backgammon Galaxy Facebook page. So you can go check there if you want. Something of an update. And of course, we'll have something nicer with the overall PRs, everything like that coming shortly. Maybe I'll compile. If I do enough spreadsheet work during lunch, I just won't eat all day. Then you guys can have results, right? Everyone needs it. And I'll pass out on stream. I hope that's okay with everyone. If I don't have food, I can just keep making more coffee, and that'll keep me going, right?
That's good. Wow. So yeah, Jakob took a long time.
Yeah, he's really struggling with this play to find. I mean, there are a lot of compelling options. I guess it's kind of reasonable to look at. Have you ruled out making the 3 point and doing something quiet like that too? Yeah, you wouldn't make that play. How big of a difference? Not a huge one to come out here.
How much difference is?
I see 069.
Ooh, well, it's pretty big.
On like 3-ply. Wow. Not a blunder, but I think just visually, I guess there is duplication with entering numbers, but he goes with this one. Okay, understandable. 4-6 rewarded. That would be getting hit, I guess. No, it's not. So now he's going to come out to a double shot instead. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't see a better 6 than that. And that lone checker stranded on the 3 point can finally be hit unless there's a better hit in the outfield or something like this. That's a stubborn blot on the 3-point. It's been there a long time.
Yeah. He's surviving.
Yeah. So if we hit on the 10, we duplicate 3s. If we hit on the 3, what is our 4 with this? Is the tricky part. I guess we could just clean up 9 to 5. That looks kind of nice. But now 6s, 5s, 4s, and 3s, all of those entering numbers hit in the outfield. So this, I mean, of course, we take away more pips, keep our opponent from building. So this looks like a natural play, but I think it's just a tactical numbers consideration, kind of. If you look at the other 16 to 10 hit, I think it happens to duplicate 3s and just leaves a lot less returns from the bar.
Yeah.
And keeps a liability for green to have to deal with in their board later too, you know?
Yeah. There are so many return shots after hitting on a 22 point.
Yeah. That's a tough one to find over the board, though. It's easy to just think that the priority is to take away the pips and start there, you know? Here we see what we expected. Everything hits from the bar. So 2-1. We can anchor, or we can 15 to 13, or we can continue the attack is an option too. Wow. He just made that one quickly. That was automatic.
Yeah.
So many decisions in this game. 2, I think making a point seems pretty nice.
Yeah. This game is too difficult to play out.
There's interesting luck in these tournaments in that sense too, right? Is like, do you end up with the really hard games like this, the exhausting ones, or do you get ones that you just know? So what is this? This is a 6-2. So first instinct is, yes, this 15 to 9 and anchor. But the anchor is primed. Do we have better options than this? Hitting loose looks weak. We could button that up. Well, wow, I don't know. Oh, I like this top play from XG. Just come out to the bar and play 15 to 13. Button up a blot.
Wow.
Yeah.
If there's no inner blot, that play is easy.
Yeah.
But with the inner blot, it's hard.
I see. Yeah. 4-1.
4-1.
This improves the anchor. Yeah. No longer, we're seeing the light on the edge now, on the edge of the prime. It's pretty important to make that play.
Yeah.
Ooh, everyone likes the dice boxes outside the board now. Thanks, guys. I'm so excited to have that. Last game we had them on the actual board, and that was a little funky sometimes, but I think it's working well outside the board. Do you notice these boxes up here?
No.
Okay, so black just rolled. That's their roll.
Oh, I didn't realize. Wow.
It's easier to see now.
Oh my goodness.
I think covering the 10 is really important now that he's made the 21, right? And this hit seems great too. 4 blots, sure. We don't prefer to be that loose, but I think we gain enough to do this.
Yeah, contains pretty important here.
Yeah. There's definitely going to be a lot of shots from the bar. Yeah, he's going to look at a less loose variant where he can't be primed potentially and counterattacked, but sending a 4th checker back's just too strong, and White's not going to have enough of an army to really contain those checkers, those 4 blots around anyway.
And White's midpoint is stripped, so I don't think this is not too dangerous.
Yeah. Someone hopes we aren't getting commentary by Beavis and Butthead today. I don't know what that means. I hope we do. That'd be awesome.
Oh, you're checking the comments.
Yeah. I try to keep an eye on what's going on YouTube. I hope that's Seb and I. Seb's fun to do commentary with. So this is tricky, I guess. Enter high and hit. We can hit anywhere we want. And so we can enter anywhere we want. And he chooses to enter high. If we enter on the 24, then we have 6s to come out. I would have spent some time with that play, but he didn't have to break the midpoint. So maybe this is best just for that simple reason. Is that your play?
Probably.
Yeah. They're not giving us time to figure it out.
Yeah. Actually, this game is very exhausting, but I'm surprised. This is the first game still.
Right. Still a centered cube too. How do you like that? Okay, that's a nice development. And green would really like to leap the prime with one of them. And where's the 4? Sure. I guess he can keep going. He doesn't need to keep that point. And playing the checker 9 to 5 just kind of takes that out of play, prevents him from making the bar point. Yeah.
I want to say now black has a clear edge, but not anymore.
Yeah. And hopefully you'll see this time that he can afford to give up the 16 and it's not really doing anything for him. Because everything else with a 5 is going to be quite destructive.
Yeah. Leaving the 16 point must be okay.
Yeah, but he skipped it last time and so he thought it was an asset, you know? I'm not seeing how it's really helping him. It's snug with the prime like that. It feels like it's a link to your back checker, but there's no midpoint to contend with. So it's kind of, you don't need it. Yeah.
So after playing 16, 11. Oh.
Yeah, and so he is sticking with this theme of keeping the 16. Like he thinks he needs it for some reason. Yeah.
He hits. Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, he played 9 to 5 last roll, so it's not too surprising that he continues with that idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you read the mind.
Yes, of course.
Wow.
And
it's beautiful prime has collapsed.
Terrible entry. Oh, what a great shot that is. Hops over the prime and takes advantage of that poor entry right away. 3-4, okay. This is going to hit for sure. And then do we have to hop out of to the bar to find timing, or can we afford to cover the 3? I feel like I need the flexibility of the other play. Okay, XG doesn't care because it's going to pass. They're pretty close. And this is 5 checkers back, should be the hint here, but this is not the easiest cube as green for me to find even. And he's shaking and rolling. Yeah, okay, so misses it. Is that an easy one for you to find?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. 6
now.
Oh yeah. Now you have some market.
Now it's so good.
It looks like it is. Yeah. Like you can roll on.
Okay.
But he's gonna cash now.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it's an easy pass.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, 5 checkers is a little too much to hope for with only 4s and 3s out, huh? The next roll is just going to potentially crash and ruin everything. Yeah. It's easy for me to underestimate that with the 21 point made already, though. You know, just feels like, well, I've got an anchor. How bad can this be?
So now they have the second game. Yeah. Yeah, I believe they expect to have an easy game.
And they got to this 1-0 scoreline, too. After talking with Mochi about that at the finals, about how XG tends to end up at 2-0, you know, because it always gets in cubes. I feel like every match has started 1-0 here so far that I've watched so far. Oh, he goes for the double hit with the 4-3. Interesting.
Oh. Actually, I agree
After
with
making the 4 point? Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as he breaks the 8 point, yeah, hitting loose protect that blot.
Yeah, okay, okay. So the cover, if we're going with blitz, then I think we just play down, right? I'm surprised splitting's pretty close, but this feels more like game plan oriented.
Yeah, this dice roll is pretty important.
Oh.
Okay.
And you found a good one.
Now, black is a favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, fan, I think we were going to have a double, and it was going to be getting confusing on the take pass side.
2-1. Yeah. Do you split the back checker?
Against double 5s, I thought you were supposed to keep it, but then the other side of that is that your opponent has an advanced anchor, right? So this is the most natural play that I saw right away, is just making the 8. I kind of like the idea of blocking the 6s and making the 11 instead, given that we're down in the race, and I'm not too scared to play 8 to 7 with it. But interesting, yeah, okay. If you do make the 11, you should split here. That's tricky to find. I was not even thinking about my back checkers though in this position. You know, I'm thinking about what I need to do in front to survive this, and I guess I'll regret that and think about splitting later. It does.
Oh,
yeah, this is a pretty good find.
Yeah.
I mean, black's front position though does look pretty overrun, doesn't it? Like you don't want to split into this. It looks like he's going to have a hard time finding constructive rolls unless it's attacking.
2-1.
Oh, this is nice. If he does bring a checker out into the outfield, gain quite a bit.
Yep.
And that is interesting that he doesn't even think about, okay, just plays safe, doesn't even think about hitting from the anchor either, which is wise there. Yeah.
Now his anchor is upgraded.
Yeah. Can't reactivate the blitzing potential though. So green's going to stay on that 20 point. 4-1 is going to remake the 8, it looks like. Okay. And they're in a reasonably close race in this mutual holding game, so both sides have pretty good chances.
Yep. It looks like a 50-50 game.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that roll develops pretty naturally. I like green's blocking structure a little better in this holding game if he can keep it, but it's likely to just deteriorate next roll pretty much.
Wow. So then black wants to leave the anchor next?
Yeah, instead of breaking the 10, it's not clear. I think he's still under blitzing threat. Maybe it's better for both sides to just sit on it. Not going to get the choice.
4-1?
6-1.
6-1.
Yeah. Up top.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you told me. Thank you.
It is easier to forget, I think, now that we have it on the top of the screen. I think it's just intuitive for a backgammon player to look for it on the board. So when it was popping up there, it was kind of nice.
Let's hit. Yeah.
3-1. He can afford to leave the anchor to do this. Yeah, with the blot behind, I guess. And we want to regain the race, take the advantage there. It's scary though.
5-1.
Yep. And I think, oh, look at this. The automatically does the 5-4 XG, prefers the 3-2. I probably would have thought of the aggressive play as well. 1-2, so hit back on the ace. Cüneyt needs to perform here.
Oh,
I think a fan is going to be enough to get the cube. I guess it's not done though. He still has the anchor. He risks having another checker back. Is this such a clear cube?
I think so. Yeah. So how about the race?
Leading 22.
Okay, it's a big.
But it's a few rolls away from getting the checkers around, and then he still has the contact with the 11 point against the 20. So this feels like a long game. The thing that's hard for me to assess is this risk of having a fifth checker back and how many gammons there's going to be, just like last game. That one was a little more primed, but still there's a lot more gammons than you might expect in a game like this, you know? But so to me, I guess maybe I'd send the cube on the threat. I'd be less clear on that. And then I feel like there's enough going on to take this for a long time.
Yep.
And they agree. Double fours. Okay. Gammons are going to get a lot more real now. I think making the 2 does feel pretty automatic, but yeah, it's tough to find the last 2 fours once you do that. I guess you just come around 17-9.
Or switching to the bar point from the 11.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Oh,
it's another option. I didn't see that.
No, me neither. I guess once you switch from the bar, though, this must be better than playing 6-2, right?
Yeah.
This is a good find. I guess it duplicates the 6s to leave the 11, but I kind of liked that feature of being in the way out with that 11 point. I guess he cubed because he's leading in the race and wants to get rid of that 11 point contact too. So this is a good opportunity to do that. So I was just thinking about that point all along. He does want to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, making a new inner point is a must. The question is which point?
Yeah. Well, the 3 is better than the 2, and it keeps spares on the on the 6. So I like that.
Okay. 3 is better than 2. That's for sure.
Yeah.
100% sure.
I think so. I mean, they're really close here. Maybe it looks like plus actually favors the 2. Interesting.
Wow.
So this feels like a market loser too. I guess you could have possibly passed after this sequence. Yeah.
I believe so.
So now I see the value of the cube.
Now white is winning gammon.
Likely to, yeah. He's got to make sure that if green enters on the deuce point that he can attack and prevent the double anchor game. Okay, coming in on the 5 fixes that. Double 6s. Ooh. Oh, only 3 of them available. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
pretty safe. Entering out a 5 gives some problems with that 11 though. How did we end up with the 11 point again? Oh, because the blot was there and the 17 linked with it. Didn't we just fix that? That's funny. Oh, he doesn't want to leave shots and break the 11 now while his opponent's on the bar. That's interesting. That might have been an opportunity there.
Okay, double 5.
Okay.
Wow.
Or you might get to do
It
it
should
safely.
be his best.
Yeah, looks very good. We can, okay, sixes still play okay if we do this. We don't have to leave a shot, I guess. But yeah, coming to the bar point feels pretty natural there, doesn't it? Yeah. He's playing a little conservative with leaving shots while his opponent's on the bar. You can afford to take some bigger risks.
Yeah. Wow.
Kind of a nice time to do it.
White might lose gammon after double 5. No double 5?
All right. So you like finding the nightmare rolls too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it. I got in trouble for that last game. So
now. Okay, he succeeded.
Yeah. Man, that's a good find with double 5s. I like it. All right. Comes in behind. No risk. Should be an easy gammon.
Yeah.
99.2% XG thinks. Okay.
So the score will be 4-1. So 3 away is a difficult score in backgammon.
It's very difficult. Yeah. And I've seen at least one player on stream just treating that like the way I tend to deal with the 3-way score is try my best to not even think about sending a cube. Right?
Yeah.
But every now and then you get into games where you get punished for that, where it's like correct and you have to. And we had at least one game on stream so far where that was the case, where someone really needed to find one in a sequence. And that's just pretty poor luck, I think, if you run into that. But usually you're going to do well if you just forget that you're allowed to send a cube.
Okay.
Okay, he's staying back for the backgammon decision, it looks like. Now he has to leave, yeah.
Is it a small trick?
Some of these, I don't know if that actually works, but it might be that the gammon's locked up, but he hasn't saved the backgammon. So eventually you still get a decision as long as there's a change in equity, right?
Yeah.
So I think if you keep that, theoretically, if you keep the option to leave the backgammon later when you really have to, maybe it generates decisions.
That's true. Yeah.
My instinct is that the post Crawford trick generates decisions that way too.
Okay, post Crawford trick.
Yeah, if you're odd away, you don't send the cube right away. Yeah, and you might create a difficult decision for your opponent too, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like this idea.
Yeah. So as long as you're not losing equity and not doubling, even if you lose a little bit, it might be worth it. Losing your market is interesting because then you can generate a blunder potential for your opponent.
Yeah. So making a 3-point anchor is good for white, even though it's not a great anchor.
Yeah, it's a little early for it, but stacky position. There's definitely some blitzing potential here. 5-1 is awkward. What can you do with that? Oh, look at this. XG just wants to leave the anchor. That's the best he can
Really?
do. Yeah.
Oh, it's very hard.
I kind of like that.
I'd play 8-2.
Oh, you would hit. Okay. I mean, you're slotting or hitting into a double shot, right? So it's just really unpleasant in a close race. And you're kind of primed anyway, so.
And actually, leaving the 3-point anchor is it's a nature of that anchor.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which I described in the book.
Yeah. This is earlier than you're usually thinking about it.
Exactly.
At the score, it's almost scary to do too, right? You generate some volatile games that way.
Oh,
look at this.
What is happening?
Green has a cube after the loose hit on the deuce, apparently.
So without any in-up point.
Yeah, just with 3 checkers back. And I mean, it's really poor distribution. So I can see it somewhat.
Oh, but now the situation has changed drastically.
Yeah, and he's going to switch to an attacking game plan. Not usually what I'm thinking about with the 22-point anchor, but it makes sense. But given that you have this option of just making the 9, you can make the 20 as well and just bring another checker down. That looks so structurally strong. Oh, he's going to advance to. Okay, that's an easy thing to miss. Is like we're very quick to want to make the 5-point when we have the option. But I've seen a lot of times against that 22-point anchor that the 9 can just be better to block 6s out and have him not at the edge of the prime. And of course, if you get the opportunity, you'd rather use all that mountain of checkers on the 6-point to make the 5-point. 4-2, okay. Kind of a whiff after being hit.
So making the 5 point is huge for white.
Yeah. Should, I think, favor 2, right? But doesn't.
Oh,
4, is that just going to shift the blot to the ace, I guess, is the best you can do with it? And now probably once again.
Oh,
now,
finally, the butterfly has...
But now that the cube is turned and the situation has changed, the gammon's risk a little too much, and he should actually just play 13-7. Understandable mistake, though.
Yeah.
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, we have to hit in the outfield instead of creating a blot.
Sure.
I'm always interested in these spots by the 2-1 shifts, since then 6 is covered from the 8. There's a little bit of merit to that. But we can make an anchor, so I guess we're just going to do that, right? 23-22.
You have confidence?
Yeah. I think you don't feel like you should. What would you rather do? Maybe advance 22 to 21?
I will come up to the 21 point.
Wow, okay. Yeah. Would you just do this without hitting? Like this?
Oh, I would hit.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Oh.
It's an interesting consideration, though. I suppose it's not clear, and even when you get hit on the ace, you have, okay. So he goes probably inspired by the score to make it a little bit tighter play. Yeah,
I believe so.
This feels like it should just anchor and clean up a blot, I would expect. It does make a mountain 6 checkers on the 6th, though. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, look at this, and it's a slight technical error to do that, too.
Really?
Ooh. Yeah, apparently. Better to just play to the 3 or the 1. I guess he still has a plot and board. Yeah, it's hard to take advantage of that.
Now, the race is...
Green is going to be, or is ahead 16 right now
16.
Before the roll, I think. So ahead 9 now, unless he's, yeah.
So Green wants to run.
Yeah. And needs to, is running out of time, right? Okay, that ace point is made now too.
Now running is not easy.
Yep, got a lot harder. Yeah, I would be inclined to take the 6-5 distribution instead of making the point, but I'm not sure. 2's played pretty poorly. Let's we create one here.
So 4-2. Oh, it's another problem. Oh, but because of these 2 in a blot.
Oh yeah, we can play a little looser if we want. So what do we? Is 16 to 10 the easiest way to take advantage of that, or do we want to like break the midpoint, something crazy like this?
Yeah, 6 to 10 looks natural.
Yeah. This feels like it leaves no direct shots, at least.
Oh, this is clever.
Yeah, and it allows us to build the bar a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, for black, hitting indirect shot is almost impossible.
Yeah. So this is like not leaving a shot. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe, but if black hit a blot, do you hit?
Well, he rolled the 4-3, and he says yes.
He didn't hesitate. Yeah. Wow.
Could have covered both points too. Okay. 2, 6. 2 is going to hit one of them. 6 is less clear. I don't think we can come off the anchor yet. Can we? Oh, wow. It's really close. This feels huge.
Makes sense.
Yeah? The distribution looks like that's what your opponent wants you to do. I would rather clean up a blot or even put the blot on the 7 and use that as an attacker. I don't feel so overrun in this blitzy kind of position, but okay. 3-6. What does that do? Cleans up a blot. Okay, not too much. And white's coming back strong here.
Yeah.
Holding a 2 cube too. I mean, in this blitzy kind of formation, one lucky roll, and he could be playing for a gammon. This is interesting. Does he have to attack in the board? Does he want to hit 23 to 22, or he could just pick these 2 blots up like this? This is the blitzy play, right? No anchors after this. But yeah, the 23 to 22 sees the light. It feels hard to pass that up, but we can also see after this, now opponents' 4s and 3s are both very good. But when you hit both, the 4s aren't so great, right?
Wow.
So I think entering numbers from the bar are a little weaker after you hit both, but I think this is hard to pick the other play.
Yeah. I would hit on the 22 point.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice coming back.
Again, very tough ones. What is this, double twos? Oh, another decision. Okay, we can. Yeah, we can make the anchor the 4 point. I think we have to make the 4 point here because we're trying to just run off the anchor anyway, right? But again, like just not trivial decisions ever.
Wow, it's hard to see who is a favorite.
Yeah. Oh, that's a funny.
Oh, danced.
And a dance. Okay. Are we hitting behind again? Or do we need more ammunition? You'd of course prefer to hit on the 5. I guess after you hit 8 to 3, there's not really any attacking or covering follow-up. So maybe bring in a checker around. I would almost,
Yeah, I like 13-8.
Okay. And that over 15-10 as well, because we can still lose and get stuck behind opponent's good structure. Oh. When he enters, it's much nicer to have the 8.2. Okay, that makes sense.
And 4. 6.
Now I'm ready to come out and play 12 to 8, I think. Unless there's some weird alternative here. This is going to require him to leave a direct 6 from the anchor, I guess. Or he's supposed to just play to the 2. Okay. So the play I see instantly is close. But yeah, why do we need to play this tight? We need the anchor so much, huh? There's just too much potential.
Yeah.
For green to attack. Okay.
I'd leave the anchor.
Yeah, I would too.
Again, the score must affect it.
Yeah. Yeah. Six, 2. So the 6 coming out from the back feels natural. Maybe you want to keep more. That's interesting.
And 5, 2.
Yep. This makes sense and step up.
So
23 to 16 was the first thing I saw too.
2 is a must.
Yeah.
Then, so you'd step up.
I would step up for sure, and then I'm not sure about the 5 around or the 5 out. 5 out feels very good though.
Yeah. Wow, W5 is.
That's a huge turnaround.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it better to stay on the 22 here so we have 6s out as well? You can play 2 to 1 with it, but you can be attacked behind too. So he chooses to come up to the anchor. Looks like XG preferred that as well.
So the race is not good for white.
No. And it's going to be tough to fade a 1 here now. I guess green's not so excited to hit that. Doesn't want to leave fly shots when white still has a board. Temporarily better board.
But to win gammon, white must be happy to hit.
Yeah, that's true. This feels like
W2.
A pretty natural play too. I'm not sure why. Why would we prefer? I guess we make a stack of 6 versus 5. It's interesting to think about playing the 2 to 7 to 5 instead.
Yeah, as long as the greens are ahead in the race. Yeah, just clear from the rear.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Ooh,
it's working.
Another good dice.
Yeah. And I know we could potentially roll a 6-3 after this, but you're 1 roll away from clearing safely. So I think you just play in like that. People always have to look at the nightmare roll first before they make the 5s play, right?
What is that?
6-6,
wow.
Much better. Maybe you'll win a gammon.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe there's a decent chance to win gammon for green.
Yeah. Checkers off, okay.
Mm.
6-5. I think we have to start running from the back here too. Leave the anchor, yeah. Not
That's
too
good.
Much to fear.
That's good.
6-5.
Ooh.
Still safe. Froze on 2 for a second, bro.
Yeah. It's a camera trick.
Yeah. 2 shot levers here. That's not one of them. Only gets 1 checker off though. Oh, wow. He wants to think about feeling 2.
And start thinking.
For the gammon.
Yeah. Of course, after he take extra 1 checker, he leaves 6 checkers.
Yeah.
Instead
he does
of
win
7.
5% more gammon. So he's got an idea there, but he loses 12% more games or something like that. Oh. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give up on it.
But over the board, how does he work out? So to justify this type of play, the opponent home board must be crunched.
Yeah, has to be really bad. Yeah. And he still has decent gammon chances here. Maybe he just looked at that.
Yeah.
And, okay, he's got some pips to go before he can actually get a checker off naturally.
But white is a favorite to save gammon. Oh, now he's almost guaranteed. Only 2-1.
There aren't any entering threes? No, 3-4. Yeah, because 3 can always come in. Okay. No gammon. Cool.
Ooh. But green score is still good. 4 away.
Yeah. It's a nice score to get to. It's been a super interesting match so far. Lots of, feels like every roll is a fun decision. Mm-hmm.
So white wants to play a calm, simple game to win a single game.
Yeah.
And green prefers a complicated game to win gammon.
Yeah. And so he's going to go ahead and hit that split from the deuce. I guess Jakob is just going to get the anchor here.
Okay, yeah. Try to keep having the butterfly anchor is important for white.
Yeah.
Especially at this score.
Mm-hmm. And Cüneyt is going to have a butterfly anchor of his own. I think I prefer the 5 point to the 9 point here. Looks like it makes use of a checker on the 5 nicely. Oh, I'm sorry, that's white. Okay.
Oh,
if green got a 4-1, it's nice.
Okay.
4-1 probably has to be pretty safe here, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, 6-1 is an option though too. I saw.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, creating a stack of 5 is bad enough, and you get to unstack.
Because green's position is dynamic. Maybe tempo hitting.
Yeah.
Some
very likely to build this roll. Yeah. Okay. Not on a 5-3 though. That's going to be about the worst. What do you do with that? Ugh.
Just running?
Yeah, I guess. It's hard for me to find that, but I guess your opponent doesn't really want to hit from the mid. You really like your position otherwise. You might end up playing something like 13-8, 9-6 on that roll, but okay, good sit. Double threes should be nice. We're gonna
3. Ooh.
Get on the 3 for sure, and then do we make the 5 or 3? That's what I feel like. I think I would just make the 3 with only 7 in the zone. I think we have to do something more constructive. And then where's the last one after that?
Yep.
I don't want to make a stack of 5, so I guess I'm just going to play 13-10, play pure. It really doesn't play as easily as it looks. I mean, this feels like a very natural play too.
Wow, you think natural?
Yeah, I mean, you make the best board points, and then of course you want to unstack the 6 and hit loose, you know. So I think my first 3 is 6-3, and then I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the other 2.
Wow, that's great. Yeah. The resulting position looks very poor.
Yeah, looks very strange. You could enter and hit, but I think making the anchor in quotes feels pretty strong here.
Yeah, and white is ahead in the race.
Yeah. So just consolidate the position and play that way. 6, and you could make the 10 slotting. Okay, yeah, start your board. Not too worried about your opponent hitting from the 16.
6-4.
Make the 2. You've got people wishing you luck in your next matches and asking how the tournament's been going for you so far too.
Wow, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, he's going to start the 4. 6-2, awkward roll again. What is the best we can do with this? Are we just going to have to slot a point?
Yeah, the option is slotting the 5 point and play safely. Wow.
So if we do this, at least we're duplicating 4s. So I see some like the idea, and we kind of break the contact, but it's hard to get that 16 point checker to safety, right? You're not really ready to do this. So the top play you said was playing safely somehow. Is it like 8-6, 8-2?
Okay.
Is that a candidate? No, I'm asking you. Okay, no, that's a blunder. I see it right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 13-11 is too hard for me.
We didn't get to see the top play there because he had scrolled down. I'm not sure what it was. It's okay though. Must have been slotting somewhere.
Now, Cüneyt has stopped.
Leading 4 away or trailing 4 away.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out if there's enough gammon risk here. And yeah, if I saw these numbers, I might think so, but this is way too early according to...
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think I could reason myself into a cube potentially there too. I'm surprised. It's really surprising to see the error be so large on that. Isn't it?
Uh-huh.
I think it was like 200 wrong or something.
Wow.
It feels like, how can it be that bad of a decision at the score?
It's hard to believe.
Yeah. Okay, he covers, but should play 2 down maybe. We'll see. Maybe that'll change on a different level of analysis. That's a surprising one. 5-2.
5-2.
Interesting. XG's got some big play ideas there. Okay.
What? 6?
Yeah, that's a pretty nice shot.
It is.
Okay. It's going to be tough to find a cube in this game, but I mean, actually, if he makes the 5 and 4 points, it might be the kind of game where you could send it. If he's got a huge racing lead. Gammons aren't really much of a threat. He's just likely to win. And step 1.
He made a point. Wow.
Yeah. Is this enough to think about a next roll?
So in a normal score or money game, now it must be a very strong, nice cube. But at this score, cash point is 81.4%.
Yeah, something like that. For money, this is still takeable, though, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because of the 4 checker on the 2 and 1 point.
Yeah.
So if it's a take in money, it must be no double at this situation.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. And we can see kind of some awkwardness here. Okay, this could be enough.
Oh,
this could get us there. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, double 3s follow up too. Brutal. I think this is going to be double pass. Yeah, whatever he does.
And the race is still white is ahead by a lot.
Yes. I guess 14 pips after this roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Or 20.
The game is
14.
Over.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just... That's what you want to do at that score too, is just lose your market and claim it and get to Crawford. And that's what he did. We get a cool even Crawford score though, where Cüneyt wants to play for gammons.
Yep. Yeah, winning gammon is cool for Cüneyt.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
6-4. Yeah, you just run after your opponent makes the bar. You want to make a deep point when you're being primed. Does this just run for green?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. This is the gammon go play. That's a good find. That's really cool.
Yeah.
They're super close. I think it's actually still better to just run, but I like that it's right in the ballpark there.
Okay.
Yeah, cover and split seems nice. He wants to think about continuing the attack, but it's just a little too loose to hit 8-4, I guess. 6-3. This could be out and
6-3.
hit. Ugh. Yeah, you'd love to do something with the midpoint. You can't get all the way with your back checker, so I think this is the best of a bad roll, but
it's a hard play.
Pretty awkward.
Yeah, 2 stacked point.
Yeah.
And
okay. And I think 24-23 with it because we just don't want to play an ace anywhere else.
Yep. 5-6.
Enters and comes around or comes out. Yeah, this way we might escape our checkers, and the other way you have 1 checker back no matter what. Okay, maybe 2.
Yeah, I like his play.
The upside's nice on this. 2-1 punished. That's a good shot.
It is. Then only
2-6.
one checker.
But he does enter way deep, which is going to make it hard to be blitzed and closed out. So, never mind. 6s are going to work great.
Wow. It's one of his best.
Yeah, he's rolling really well. He's in great shape to win a gammon in this game. Enters high, so he'll certainly be hit off the 5-point on this roll if possible. 4-3, sure, we'll hit loose and bring a checker down to continue the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black has 13 checkers in the zone.
Yeah,
Very
all in
powerful.
on the blitz. What's play B? He wants to think about making a point
making
instead?
the 4-point?
Yeah.
Or...
I think this is more important, though.
Yeah.
Even after you make the 4-point, if your opponent rolls a 5 and anchors, your blitz is over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And 4-2.
Yeah, make a point and hit loose. That looks great. And a fan? Okay. Yeah, Cüneyt has to be a huge favorite to win a gammon here.
And
can't cover, but he makes another point, so that's pretty good. And needs to get that. The checker on the 23 is obviously stuck on the 4.
That checker is stuck.
More behind a 2 prime, right?
With a gap.
Yeah, gap's 2 prime, sorry. 5-4 is going to get a run in. That's nice. I talk about the 2 prime as a joke all the time. I never thought of calling it the gap's 2 prime. That's good.
So now Black is winning gammon and gets to a DMP.
Yeah, 2-way, 1-way. That'll be a free drop game. So if Jakob doesn't like the opening sequence, he might get to pass for free. What do you do with this entry here? Do you play 9-4, leave the shots or something like this?
Display.
9-1. Yeah. It occurred to me that you can enter with the 3 and take one off with the 5, but of course you don't like to leave 2 spares on the 6-point. So, and he gets punished for it. Oh no, and gets hit. Okay.
Wow.
Well, this could save a lot of gammons at least. It doesn't look like a winning position quite yet, but of course Jakob still has to anchor too.
Oh, he came in.
Oh, it's a little awkward. What do we do with the 2? Can't put a blot in front, right? So just 6-4 or to 17. Okay. This makes the most sense to me. Just start building. 2-1. Okay. I guess there were duplication ideas there, but he just tries to get closer to home. He'll be hit and cover. Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice one.
Yeah, very good roll. Yep. And in general, the default for Cüneyt is going to be to play everything from the back checker, so he doesn't end up killing his time on the front and maybe releasing another checker or anything like that. What is this? This is 5-6. Okay, yeah, we're going to make a point for sure. Then he's going to clean up.
Oh, with a 6?
Wow. Yeah, that feels very strange.
I think so too.
I would think that I would, and XG likes that best. I would.
Really?
2014 is what makes sense to me. Yeah.
It's amazing play by Jakob.
Yeah. How do they find things like this sometimes? Yeah. Right? Oh, the gap's 3 prime holds now. 5-3 can point on head. Pretty nice. Maybe it saves more gammon somehow. I don't know. It's a very interesting play.
So in terms of PR, it's good for green.
Because White keeps having to make tough decisions here. Yeah. Well, unless he just knows plays like that and keeps finding cleaning up 10-4, right? That opens so much. Have we progressed enough to hit him off the edge of the prime? He's going to look at it for sure. But it looks like XG is playing around and trying to save more gammons. Other ways to win too. Plus, opponent might just enter on the 5 or crack if he can't escape.
Now White has a 170 checker on the 4-point.
Yeah. I think White's still looking like favorite at this point, though, right? I think we've turned it around. 5-3, I'm thinking about flooding the outfield most of all, I think. Why get on, I guess, double 5s is less than 5-6. Okay. It's 2 checkers though. It's pretty scary, isn't it? 5-3.
5-3.
Oh, it can make. Well, it could make a blocking point in front too. But okay, this builds better for the 5 point, I suppose.
Now white has 3 builders for the 5 point.
Yeah, that's the next key to this position for sure. 6-3 could make the ace and make use of that checker on the 4, but maybe bringing something around to contain on the high point and focus on that is worth a little more. You open up a 5-2, create some other problems. Yeah, so I guess we just have to make sure we make the 5 point first.
Yeah. Yeah, white can take a risk.
1-4. Okay. And he makes the 6 prime. Okay.
Ooh.
Wow. And with only 4 checkers off, I think Jakob is going to be a pretty clear favorite here.
Yeah. More than 80%.
Yeah.
85, 89, something like that.
Okay.
89 is too much. Yeah.
I think it's without the closeout here, he's only 74.
And white structure is not great.
No, it got pretty ugly
numbers. Here. 6-5.
For example.
Wow.
Not terrible, but not great either. Ooh. Okay, this is not as best entering ace.
Good news or bad news for green?
Looks like 1% wins good news. Slight good news.
Wow.
Interesting. I'm not sure what the logic of 3-1 instead would be.
Duplication. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good point. Would have made this roll a lot less bad. Okay.
Okay, now, it's close to 100%.
Yeah. Jakob survived that sequence. So we were already talking about the free drop on the post-Crawford game. And now here we are. Maybe not with another game in the mat. 5-3 is safe.
Now white has 6 bad numbers.
Yeah. It's looking like this should earn Jakob 2 points. The match point and the PR. He finds maximum safety here, not leaving a shot.
Yeah, Jakob is winning 2 points.
Yeah.
That's correct. Free 1. Wow. Clearing the 4 is better. I prefer his choice.
I can see how he played
6. No, that's some chance.
Yeah.
If another 6 comes out.
6-4.
He has some chance.
Yeah, they're on like nearly the same roll here, right? I guess green is only trailing by 2 rolls, actually. Yeah, okay.
Now white has a 4 roll position.
Yeah. Green still with 5 rolls. Needs sets.
Yep.
There's one of them.
Oh, okay. Wow. Now 3 roll versus 3 rolls.
Yeah. Okay. Keeps him alive.
Yeah.
Dodged his deuce. 5-4. And set to see another game. 5-4 is not going to do it. Okay. Well played match. Thanks so much for joining us. How has your tournament been going?
Oh, my tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not so great.
No?
Especially in terms of PR.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's you run into some tough.
Yeah. I tried to just win the match.
Good
Plan
idea.
B.
How have you been transcribing your own matches and recording them then, or did you just get the files from the team?
You the team?
How did you get your matches? Have you been transcribing them?
Mate,
He sent them to you.
All
Okay.
the match files.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's very comfortable.
Yeah. Are you games or something? New things going on?
Yeah. And a new idea from these match files.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So you ran into something new. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah,
I'm very happy.
Sometimes it's nice to play poorly because you learn. You need to understand what you did.
Sebastian Wilkinson told me.
Yeah.
He's. I got the new idea.
Yes, exactly. Well, really cool. Thanks so much for meeting.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Okay. That's day, and we get to go and have some lunch now.
Yeah.
And I will work on calculating those results for everyone too.
Thank you for making excellent coffee.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Come to Istanbul, and I'll share with everyone. All right. We'll talk to you at 3 p.m. our time for the next match after lunch break. That's in an hour and 20 minutes from now.